today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We got Case Keenum, Deshaun Watson. Case Keenum.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Well, here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention. I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing, they're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. That catch good for only a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
Well, the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. Sometimes he comes up really hyped up and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper.
And in his second year in Cleveland after 4 in Atlanta, Austin Hooper always does all he can to build some rapport with his quarterback. He did it with Baker Mayfield last year. Expects it to continue to rise here in 2021.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Mayfield off the play fake. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Finally an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game.
So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there, but I love what they've done right from the...
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So here are the Texans to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the first down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll set up to throw.
Oh, there's no car rental in Oregon.
And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
He had Julianne working.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
W.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him. To the ground. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. A give. This is Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. That's returnable now for Smith. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. Johnson to return it. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And it's the Jaguars who are out in front. DJ Chark, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll head up to Indy to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. Matthew Stafford, 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. It's Mac Jones with a touchdown pass there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't. This defense has been all over him. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield and finding the tight end Hooper. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
A big connection on that one. 36 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. On the return, Tremont Smith. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, who can stand up when the going gets tough in here?
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Now for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ryan Switzer on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Landry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense.
Play action. They'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now Mayfield and the Browns down by 10. Less than 90 seconds to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Mayfield's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Mayfield. Finding Hunt. Mayfield to throw. He's got Landry. Room to run past midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Swings this out for Hunt. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Here's Baker. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Going deep here for Landry. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Jimmy Norman. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. On the return, Johnson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Texans, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home.
Nothing about that sounds appealing to me. I would just as soon go to the Grand Canyon. I just couldn't go to the Grand Canyon. I'm not going. You said you were going to fly. You don't know yet. I like the idea
I don't
of
know.
these
Walk back in
different
the windows. I like it. That Cowboys talk about you talking about it. Later she win this one. Go see win. Can't tell me like 49ers.
favorites.